Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model. To suggest that there is any moral or ethical aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terrorists, jihadis of banking. They're here to kill you and themselves. They believe in an ideology, not the Quran, but Adam Smith, that they completely misread and interpret as something to justify their blowing themselves up. Janet Yellen's a terrorist! Mario Draghi's a terrorist! The Central Bank of Japan is a terrorist! These are the real terrorists!
Funds received. Personal wallet.
This community is switching to what they think is a better monetary system. A system in which banks are no longer needed because payments could be made directly from one person to another.
Bitcoin is fundamentally different because in Bitcoin, you don't owe anyone anything and no one owes you anything. It is not a system based on that. It is a system based on ownership. And no one can censor it, no one can seize it, no one can freeze it.
It's November the 2nd, 2008, just 6 weeks after the Lehman Brothers collapse. And all over the world, there are panicked debates about how to save the banks. Then, on a little visited web forum for cryptographers, a document appears in which a completely new monetary system is proposed. The visionary author calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto.
These were the darkest days of the financial crisis. So that to me suggests a very clever mind that saw an opportunity, the perfect opportunity to introduce a new radical technology and a new radical approach to money and finance at just the right moment when people would be very open to making this big shift that's required to adopt a new currency.
What's exciting for me is like a global economy. Right now we say we have a global economy, but I can't take $1 and give it to you in the Netherlands and then you know what to do with it, right? You would have to go and change it to your native currency. And when you kind of eliminate that step and I can just send you one form of payment and you can send me a product in a matter of seconds, that starts to change things.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Today is Friday, November 30th, 2018. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a glorious, glorious day. Hope you guys are ready for an amazing weekend and the beginning of the last month of the year happening in a few hours. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, guys. It's like noon p.m. right now here where I'm at, and I'm literally just starting to record, even though I've been up all morning. And it's been a really crazy morning for me today. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit today, and so on and so forth. So, without further ado, let's get to this. So today I wake up in the morning and by the way guys, I make films and I just make films. I also edit, I produce, I do all kinds of stuff, okay? I'm in that world. That's why I also enjoy making these videos, because one of my other things that I love to do is talk about crypto, talk about technology and all this other stuff, so I marry the two. And that's why I make these daily videos, because you know, making one of these videos is actually pretty quick for me in comparison to a lot of the other stuff I do, because, and not just that, I love it. I love to do this. So it kind of works out very, very well. For me, for you guys, for all of us. So I'm online and I sell my services to, you know, past clients, other clients that I get through word of mouth or etc. And I have my website, but also I have ads, not ads, but like gigs or what have you, like things like Fiverr and other websites like that where I sell my services, you know, meaning I'll edit your video, I'll help you with certain things, you know, within this world. So I do that. Now, I don't like talking about this per se, you know, what I'm about to talk about right now, but whatever, you know what I mean? I don't like talking about it because it's just another part of my life. It's not what you guys watch me here for. But anyways, in the last month, meaning this whole month of November, but starting late October, I was starting to get a bunch of people contacting me through these spaces, you know, meaning like Fiverr or what have you, wanting me to either A, shill their product. Let me get my phone real quick. Either A, shill their product, or sell, or you know what I mean, or give, you know, put my face and likeness, you know, in front of an ICO or a coin or whatever. Now, at first when I started getting these, I was like, well, first, I can't do any of these, you know what I mean, because it's just straight up shilling. That's not what I do. And so I was just like putting them to the wayside, just thinking, oh, whatever, they found me because of that. But in this last month, you know, pretty much in November, in the last several weeks, I've been getting them on a regular. A lot of them. All of them I've turned down, except for today. And I'm on the fence, but I got contacted by someone today with what seemed like a pretty good project. I told them that if I make a video, it would have to be like where I say that I'm getting paid for the video and so on and so forth. But I already finished, you know, again, I was all morning talking to this guy, you know, conversing and so on and so forth. He was paying me consulting fees and shit like that. So it seems pretty legit. Okay. But the point I'm making is that when I was talking to a friend out there, which will remain nameless just in case. But anyway, I was talking to him, you know, asking him for a little advice on the situation and so on and so forth. You know, just, you know, being realistic. You know, I don't want to, you know, misrepresent me or myself or anything. But anyway, so I was just, you know, asking him for an opinion. Hey, what do you think about this? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so far so good. You know, I'm still in the talks with this entity that contacted me, and we'll see. You know, like I'm going to research more of the project and see if it benefits me to make this and so on and so forth. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's starting to feel like late 2016. Now you guys remember 2017, how awesome that was, right? It was pretty much a bull run all year long. And it was the beginning of the whole ICO thing, the beginning of all these projects coming out of nowhere, and boom, 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 boom. You already know how the whole year ended. We're not going to talk about 2018. Sorry. Bad 2018. Bad year. No, but anyways, it was actually a really good year. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes to mooning, we did not moon. The only moons that we saw are, you know, bare naked asses. This is another story. So the point I'm making is that I realized as I was, you know, dealing with this shit today, that I was like, holy crap, it's starting to feel like 2016, like late 2016. I wasn't part of that world at the moment, but I can imagine a lot of people that were, a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other individuals out there that were in that space back then, and how they, you know, made videos, got contacted, you know, so on and so forth. You know, we started seeing that thing again. Now, why this is, you know, why I'm bringing this up is because, again, you know, we're all talking about the fact that, oh, the crypto space is dead, all this is dead, blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling you, like, you know, like a lot of us, we talk about this alone. The system, I mean, the whole thing is not dead. Sure, we saw like a giant pump all the way up in 2017, and then all 2018, you know, we saw all these projects disappear. Not all of them, but all the shit coins disappeared. Anything that's a viable product or a viable service or a viable ICO, whatever, they're around. They're gonna stay around. They're still around no matter what. But now, as we've hit pretty much bottom, now is when we're seeing new projects and new things come online as well. So this is why I've been getting bombarded by all this. And again, if there's any other crypto YouTubers out there that are going through the same thing, please, I would like to know, and it would be great to get everyone's opinion on this, because all this you know, all this is correlated with what's going on at the moment. Because think about it, you know what I mean? We're thinking there's no money in the space, but we're being told, I mean, we're seeing otherwise by things like this, you know what I mean? And everything that we're seeing right now is like we're hitting like that bottom, we're getting everything shaken out, and it's all gonna start going upwards starting in 2018. In 2019, I mean, I'm sorry, at the beginning of 2019, meaning next, Not next month, but yeah, next month, the January 4th of 2019. Now, on top of all that, you know, we're already expecting a giant fucking, you know, push in the crypto space next year. This year, even though it's good news after good news after good news after good news, for the most part, the price was just tanking everywhere. It's just straight up truth. But now, because of many factors, we already know that the whole space as a whole is going to start going upwards. Let's just go straight up with just the markets, okay? Again, we're already at pretty much lows, the lowest of the lows. We can't get any lower than that. And again, the lower we go, it doesn't matter, because we're already like at that bottom, and then we're gonna go up from there. And why? Because again, it's like we need all these new investors, damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Euphoria within the space, okay? A lot more new, you know, people are, you know, people got shaken out, but new people are coming in, and so on and so forth, okay? And not just that, but remember, we have all these other things like the institutional money, things like backed, you know, there's so many other products, the ETFs, you name it, all these things that are going to be coming online, and just the money's going to be pouring in. And there's going to be, and everything that we saw in 2017, that was just the beginning. What we're going to be seeing in 2019, I think, is going to be what we saw in 2017 times 10. For real. And there's going to be so much more money coming in. Now, where's this money coming from? That's the other question we need to ask. Well, we can ask, we can go to the G20 meetings that's happening right now and happening all this weekend in Argentina, and we can ask those motherfuckers exactly where that money's coming from. And honestly, it's coming from the printing press. We already know where it's coming from. It's coming from the central banks, it's coming from hyperinflation, but it's mainly coming from the US dollar. It's not gonna crash. Again, if you watch like just Gregory Mannarino today, or you're watching any kind of you know, financial news, you're watching Peter Schiff. I mean, I posted a thing of a Peter Schiff interview that I saw yesterday, and so on and so forth. And that's it, guys. You know, the writing is on the wall. It's already there, meaning that they have not proof per se, but you know, all those charts you guys love and all these things that you guys love and hold near and dear to your heart. Listen, it's all pretty much pointing to moving upward, meaning that we're not going to be crashing in December. We're not going to be correcting in December. None of these things are going to be happening in December. We don't know. Again, we don't know. I mean, literally, I could fucking finish this video and we're crashed. I doubt it. Or we're crashing next week, or December 5th, or whatever. All these, okay, we don't know. We really have no fucking idea. But it's really starting to look like we're not. Like it's not going to crash. In fact, what's going to happen is that, or what's happening is that we're seeing a lot of stagnation within, you know, the stock market, the economies, and all this other shit. And so how do they kickstart that all over again? Printing into oblivion. How do they print into oblivion? By doing this quantitative easing. Okay, they've already, remember, I've been talking about this for months, that they already announced that they're going to do, that they will be doing quantitative easing at the beginning of 2019. Now, why would they announce that, and why would they be doing quantitative easing? Again, because they need more money flow. They need to keep the system propped up. They need to keep everything up and moving. Because if it's not moving up, if the bubble's not inflating, then guess what? It's deflating or popping, one or the other. So we already know that they don't want it to pop and they don't want it to deflate, so they don't have a choice but to do what? To keep inflating it. And how do they inflate it? Through things like quantitative easing. How do they solve the problem of you know, workers that can't afford to eat anymore? Easy. They give them a raise. But if they give them a raise, then everything goes up in price all across the board. So how do they fix that? They got to keep pumping money into the system, giving everyone a raise, giving everyone money, giving everyone incentives, giving, you know, the helicopter money. So it's here, it's happening, it's gonna happen. When I see $15 an hour or more, or when I see those movements, it's not that I'm against that. Like I wish everyone could get paid $100 an hour. You know what I mean? It's not about that. But the reality is that you know, when you're raising the minimum wage of 15, 20, 30 bucks an hour, whatever, in order to just meet, you know, in order to just keep up with inflation, what people don't realize is the fact that the system is just broken. And all they're doing by raising everyone's wages is just inflating the bubble even further, instead of getting rid of the bubble altogether, or deflating it, or popping it. Which by doing so, when someone does so, okay, I mean when they actually do that, you know, when the central bank, society, whatever, when they do this, then all of a sudden everything goes back to fair value. So you remember back when you hear like about your grandparents, they're like, oh, I remember with a penny I used to buy so many things and do so many things, or with 5 cents I used to pay my rent and blah blah blah. And now with 5 cents, I mean, you can't even do anything with $5, all right, let alone 5 cents. So, and that's the, you know, the hyperinflation, the inflation that not hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is what we're going to be experiencing soon, but just inflation. Okay, we're going to be seeing a lot of stagnation, stagflation, and then inflation. All right, hyperinflation. But we've already obviously seen inflation, and you see it all over the place. You know, like when you get a bag of potato chips and all of a sudden it's emptier, or you get some toothpaste and there's like always space in the middle, you know, of air, and you know, just shit like that. That's how they pass on the inflation. But then again, in order to keep this system moving, they need to, you know, put more money within the system. So that's what I mean, not only have they announced it, but they are really going to do it. It's happening. You can see it everywhere, literally. All right. And how are they going to? So when we're talking about the crypto space now, it's like people are saying, well, we need all this institutional money to come into the space and blah, 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 and take us to the moon. Well, again, guys, if the system corrects to fair value and there's no real money to go around, and everyone's just trying to figure out how to fucking survive, well, guess what? There's no institutional money to be pumping into this system. Okay, into the system as a whole, and especially into the crypto fucking world. So we got to keep that in mind. You know, in order for us to go to the moon, the fucking system itself has to be going through hyperinflation or inflation, and that's what we gotta, you know, we gotta realize that. Okay, like for real. So, you know, today's episode is just, you know, to kind of keep and put everything into perspective as to what's going on, where we're going, and what's happening. You know, remember, even though we're about to get to 3,800 and Bitcoin price again, we're most likely going to be going up and up and up as soon as the dust settles, which is any day now. Once the dust settles, it's just literally on our way, you know, climbing that ladder, climbing those steps all the way up. Okay? I still think that we're going to be seeing a month of red, and it has nothing to do with Christmas, but boom. No, but literally, red and green. Wait, huh? What? No, but literally, honestly, I think that's what's going to happen, because they just need to finish shaking everybody out, finish shaking everybody's confidence out. They got to do it through the holidays, etc., etc., etc. And then once the dust settles, everyone's out. You know, meaning like you, me, and the average person is out, and the only people that are within the system are the institutional money, institutions, and so on and so forth. And then that's where we're gonna kickstart that shit again. I could be wrong, and so on and so forth, but, you know, I've been talking about this for a while. You know, this is not nothing new that I'm pulling out of my fucking ass, all right? Literally, I've been talking about this for a very long time, and I said that this is one of the scenarios that could happen. Either A, we crash, correct, or B, none of the above. We just keep pumping and printing into oblivion, which is what I really do think is going to happen. But I don't know. We don't know, really, okay? We got to take this day by day. But again, obviously, if we're like in late December or early January, and we're obviously no crash happened, hey, listen, no crash is gonna happen. All right, the next time, you know, the next opportunity for some sort of crash would be summer, and even then, you'll see the crash in summer, but people won't be paying attention. You feel me? And it won't really hit until the end, like this time next year. All right, by this time next year, we would have already experienced the crash. You follow me? Not now. All right. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with all this stuff. I mean, who knows? All right, that's all I got to say. So, what else? I have a few other things on my mind, but yeah, I think we're good. It's been a really interesting month, for real. It's been a really interesting couple weeks. Everything's been really interesting and weird and all over the place. You know, right now we're going through, we're watching the G20 meetings. We're seeing everyone gather and chat and all this other stuff. It really does seem like Trump and China are not playing along. no matter what we see within the media, but it really does seem like there might be some troubles ahead. All right. Today, you know what I mean? As I'm watching a little bit of the G20, I see Putin, you know, giving fucking fist pumps, you know, to Saudi Arabia. We see like the U.S. ain't doing shit there. So on and so forth. You know, when we're looking at the migrant caravan situation, and we're looking at all this stuff happening in Central America. Remember, I was talking about that the U.S. might most likely wants to go to war with Venezuela. Well, guess what? Every single day we might be moving closer and closer and closer to that. And so there's so many things developing at once. And it's so hard to keep up. But we need to keep up. We need to keep our eyes on the ball. Because otherwise, you know, fuck man, it's not going to end well, period. So, all right guys, I hope you enjoyed all that, as it was long, big mouthful today. Well, it's always a big mouthful. But I think we did a good program, good show, good week, good everything. Yeah.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. You went full retard, man.
Never go full retard. I always cross that line. I can't help myself. You know, I was on the short bus, and I was a fat kid back then, so I was like the only one on the short bus. Boom, boom. All right, guys. So enough comedy hour. All right, let's cut this and end this right now, because it's Friday. It's Friday. We gotta end today strong, end the month strong. Tomorrow, Saturday, is December 1st, first day of Christmas, right? Or something like that. First month, you know, first day in the first month of Christmas. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My English also goes sometimes, you know, Espanol. But regardless, a lot of awesomeness coming. Christmas is always awesome no matter what, so get ready. It's here. All right, guys. I want to give a big shout out to everyone out there. Everyone that has helped me out this month and just helped me out every month and helps me out all the time. Seriously, thank you guys so much. I fucking love you guys. You guys are all amazing. I love the fact that we are all family here. It's awesome. It's just, again, beyond crazy humbling every single freaking day of my fucking life. I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. I'm speechless. Right? Every time I talk about this or bring this up, because it's just wow, you know what I mean, every single day. Speaking of which, December 10th, I don't even know what day that is. That is my 1-year anniversary as a crypto YouTuber. Okay? I have been doing, you know, YouTube videos for years, you know, about 3 years and change. But I only started doing crypto YouTube videos a year ago. And the anniversary is December 10th. So just throwing it out there, pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I can't believe it's been a whole fucking year. It just went like that. Wow. So again, guys, just want to give a shout out to all of you. Love you guys. All you guys are fucking awesome. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're pretty close. I think we're like 120 short. We need 120 more new subscribers. So please, everyone out there, share like a motherfucker, subscribe. Use all your troll accounts and to subscribe with those accounts. Do everything you can, all right? Please. Whatever, you guys do whatever you want. But hey, it'd be pretty cool, all right? Let's do like PewDiePie and T-Series, right? We gotta catch up. We gotta beat them. They're like at 70 or 80 million subscribers. We're only like 80 millions behind. We got it. We got this. But I want to give a shout out to all my patrons out there, okay? And again, if you want to help support me, support this channel, support all those things that we're doing here, all the projects that we're building, help support my horse, help support everything, please become a patron. Please, all the links are at the bottom, you know, for you to do that. So again, just want to give a shout out to all of you guys that have done that, and shout out to everyone, all right? Also, don't forget, every single morning, Monday through Friday, we get together on Discord and we chat in there. There's all kinds of information in there. Please join me, join all of us within the Discord. The link's at the bottom. Also, every single Monday through Thursday, we have our, you know, daily nightly show, which we air, and it's awesome. And we air on Twitch and on Bit.tube, and that's also awesome. Last night was awesome. It's always awesome. Check out Twitch, Bit.tube. All the old videos are up there, so you can also check there for videos. I think they're all on Twitch. What else? And I think that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please keep informing yourself, okay? Please keep this ball rolling, all right? It's very, very important. The whole everything that we're doing is extremely important, and every one of you guys is part of this whole situation, all right? We're all part of this crypto army, and we all got to do our part, and that's it. All right, guys? So thanks again. Hope you guys have an amazing night tonight. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays and enjoying everything. And I will see you guys Sunday night for the weekend review, and back again on Monday as usual. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. Enjoy this video at the end of this video, and yeah, you know, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, hit the comments down there, and honk honk. Yeah, I am a clown. All right, guys. Love you. See you later, all right? Peace.
Straight to the moon, Bitcoin all the way.
Dollar vigilante, all up in your hearsay. Dropping crypto knowledge, making the ladies go cray cray. Baby, I'm old school, and you the new jack. I've been rocking long Bitcoin since the hey long. Way back track 6 years ago, a friend of mine told me to say some Bitcoin rhymes, so I bought some Bitcoin around $3 that day. Now it's 2K, on its way to 10K. Fuck you, Ben Bernanke. You two yelling, I see what you're selling. A debt-based Ponzi scheme, impoverishing like a felon. We see through your inflation, market manipulation. I pass host your fiat script when I'm done ejaculating.
All the way out. It's all the way out. It's all the way out. Straight to the moon, Bitcoin all the way out.
The question we now have to ask is if, technologically, it is possible to make an impenetrable device or system where the encryption is so strong that there's no key, there's no door at all, then what mechanisms do we have available to even do simple things like tax enforcement? Because
it's all the way out. It's all the way out. It's all the way out. All the way out. Straight to the moon, Bitcoin all the way out.
if in fact you can't crack that at all, government can't get in, then everybody's walking around with a Swiss bank account in their pocket.
Minding my own on my BTC. Rhymes with the homie, that's TDV. Got that LTC and that ETH. Watch me wreck this beat while we eat their cake. Can't block this chain, best in crypto stash. Yeah, we got big gains, that's that crypto cash. Politicians hate it, bankers wish they made it. We could starve the beast, stop the war machine maybe. Tried to call us crazy, very ineffectual. Fuck you, pay me, lazy intellectuals. Haha, yeah, we're laughing at these banks. Swiss accounts for all, no taxes for the state.
Yeah, it's all the way out. It's all the way out. It's all the way out. All the way out. Straight to the moon, Bitcoin all the way out.
Peter Schiff, rest in peace. Shout out to Mantis Beats. Free nuts. My homeboy Ed Bugos. And all my ANCAP crew worldwide.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!